Boom. Here we go. We're live. Seems so. Lucas' game is has not started yet. His opponent, CG Botanic. Hi, welcome, welcome. I think Lucas' game is still. Who are you, my man? No, Sam is playing. Actually, I have no idea who Sam is playing, but uh, I didn't have like the possibility to stream for him to commentate his his game. Actually, I will look for him right now, given that Lucas' game still not starting. Let me check. No, this not started yet. No problem. I'm seeing like Adriana is playing Bishop C2 on the board, like live streaming. Knight G6. Knight G6, is it? Okay. Adriana still doing fine. Joele. Oh, ma man, Joele. Ciao, fratellino. No, no, non sai cos'è, ma me l'avevano chiesto, ma cioè non è che me l'avevano chiesto, non c'era proprio la possibilità concreta di organizzare tutto. Because I had too many streams going. By the way, Bishop E7 by Adriana. I mean, these are those boring Lopez position. Like, don't play like these guys. Adriana can, you don't. Bishop E7. Cool move by his opponent, G3. Wow, G3. Let me check. Like, actually, if we go G3, what a move! G3 actually is a common plan when you see like a knight on G3, G6, B3, or B6. There's this sort of plan, strategy, whatever you like to call it, like to push the opposite pawn and stop the opponent's knight to create any problem. Actually, there's the possibility of going, in this case, G3, H4, and maybe H5 and challenge this knight. To me, it seems so weird G3 in this position, no? And oh, what happened? The board. Wait. Here we go. Okay. Seems so weird, you know? Because you have your light squared bishop is on C2, no? There's nothing to control your king. Two. like to protect those light squares around your king. But I don't know. I think it's they are still in theory because they have a pretty high precision. Actually, we see on the board h4, h5, h4, h5 to block the threat of h5 by white. But I think they are. Yeah, Adriana is like up of 2 minutes. The opponent too. Yeah, they are in theory. I have no idea what this line is about, but we will see how it will develop. Quando torna a Venezia dallo zio. I have no idea, Joel. Um, maybe I will do like a visit. I will pay a visit in September, but right now, no idea at all. At all. I don't need a black or white in this position. Not actually. It's weird, you know. It's weird because, of course, white has a lot more space. You know, the d5 pawn is a really invasive pawn, and h4 that's a really invasive pawn too. Uh, there are typical plans here, like I don't know, play c6. C6 is one idea. Play maybe the point. What's the point? But that you want to challenge this center. If you play c6, that's cool. But given that you've already played h5, f5 seems really weakening. Even though maybe it's what you have to do, no? But we will see. We will see what her opponent will choose to play. I mean, he's a really strong field master, so he knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. Like I'm looking right now at the engine lines. I understand there are the top two moves are knight bd2, seems logical, and knight g5. And the third line is a4. A4 is a move I honestly do not understand. I honestly do not understand. Maybe the computer wants something like knight a3 and then a knight c2 after removing the bishop, but and maybe knight e3 to go to f5. Ooh, this seems cool, but honestly, I think there are better way to develop your pieces because it will take so long to do that. I'm looking at something like a4, knight a3, knight c2, knight e3, knight f5. It seems like a long maneuver, um, something you will achieve not in the near future. But oh, the opponent of Luca has arrived. Yeah, yeah. I think that live streaming is a little bit in delay. Right now, you can save 600. What? No, no. You can save 65 pounds per person right now. Right now, for what, Yola? That's 200 pounds off of a family of four. Ah, no, stress chest. Ma chi è? Who's that? Gaggio? Is that you? Mm, Lori. Lori? Lori! Lori! Yeah. In the end, I didn't start streaming. Yeah, 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 I remember you, Lottie. Of course, of course. Still, this is not my channel, so I couldn't put the music. I couldn't do that. Couldn't do that. I will have to. Let me skip the opening in the live streaming. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, this seems right. This seems right. Maybe before the three, F4, before the three, F4. What are you talking, Joella? You're talking about F4. What are those? Um, La partita di Mattia, my man. No, like actually, I don't think Diego's game is live streaming. I think Sam's game is on a DGT, but I couldn't like stream all of them because I'm with my shitty computer in the south of Italy. I don't have my nuclear powered PC. So actually, my PC is boiling right now. Primo turno, yeah. The first round, he drew against a 2100. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was on fire. Yesterday, I think he lost against another 2100, but I mean, he's playing for experience in this tournament, no? Because it's easy to say, he lost, he won, he whatever, but he's a 1900, no? He's playing in a Masters tournament. He will do, he will have, he will do a lot of experience, no? Whatever is the result. A4, freaking hell. A4, like, it's an engine move. We saw that earlier. I still don't quite get the idea of A4. I mean, because you don't really want to play B5 in this position, no? You want to play C6 or something like that. Or you want to challenge that center. But I don't think that Black's problems are just those. By the way, now A4 is such a crazy move. A4. I mean, it takes space. It feels like something like Lila Chess would do, like Alpha Zero, just grabbing space all over the place. A4, what a move. Because maybe you'd like, I don't know, like to support your center, no? You want the possibility to play C4. But maybe I don't, I know nothing but chess. I feel like I feel like I know nothing. And A4 is such a crazy move to me. A4. Like, no, I want you guys like to know this because there I'm looking. Of course, it's like Stockfish, the chess.com Stockfish, so it's not really the best one on the. It's it's not really the best one, but there are three suggestions. Of course, the first one is Bishop G5. It's logical. Pins the knight now that G4 is no more controlled by the possibility of play H3, no, because the pawn is on H4. Then it suggests B6, and this is a move. Actually, I have no idea what it does. B6, it seems so counterintuitive because I'd like to play C6. C6 is the move I want. Or maybe something like a5, like King's Indian style, no? a5, knight a6, knight c5, taking control of some squares. But b6, what's the point? b6. b6 is unbelievable. But the best move, like the move I'm more in disbelief with, is bishop c8. Bishop c8 is something. If Adriana plays bishop c8, I will report her, but probably they are still in theory. But actually, the FM just spent like 7 minutes on a4, so I don't know if he's still in preparation or not. But for sure, he has already seen something like this. This idea, no? A4 to grabbing space. There's some subtle plan in this position I have not. Mm, I do not know because A4 is something you don't really play by yourself. Mm, what's that? Why am I talking in English? Because they asked me to do that. Because because Adriana has English crow. What the hell am I saying? Like Adriana's public is worldwide. And Luca is streaming with her, so I will speak English for today. Adriana plays Bishop G4. That seems the most natural move, of course. And now again, Knight BD2, Queen D3, and Bishop. Okay, okay. Right now the stockfish is saying something on the line of just develop your pieces. Seems cool, but now she's gonna pound on the clock because her opponent went away. So let's actually see what's going on Lucas. Yay. Okay, we see a classic Nimzo attack. This is a very simple concept, because we are the bishop on b2 is attacking d5. We just play the e3 to develop the bishop, the light square bishop, and remove the defender of d5. That's what happened. And now Luca, actually, the move here is really simple. I have no idea what he's thinking about. You have to go bishop d6, and after bishop d6, he's gonna arrive knight f3, and then you have to decide. You can go for queen e7, you can go for e4. There are many lines, many possibilities. But if you go for e4, you have to calculate bishop takes g7. It's gonna be complicated. The best way to avoid all of this is not to play knight c6. Something on the line of not to play exactly like even though no bishop no queen e7 that doesn't work. Yeah, yeah. You can even defend it. Actually, there was a system I saw somewhere, something on the line of d6 c5. It was called what was that? Like bot Phoenix system, something like that. I remember even Narodisky played that in some Blitz game, or maybe on the speed run. one of his speed runs. Yeah. Anyway, like the plan was the strategy was to play against this powerful bishop, like creating a black center and just keep developing the bot winning system. I think it is called. Now Luca is facing a hard decision. I mean, not really hard decision, because I think in his mind he's seeing bishop d6, knight f3. But right now he has to play concretely, like he has to play bishop d6. So just play that and then worry about knight f3. But yeah, exactly. Just play bishop d6. You will spend time on the next move, but not right now. Yeah, 11 minutes to play bishop d6. It's not very good time management. Let's go back. Ma sto adesso che stai streamando contemporaneamente sul canale di Luca. Yeah, yeah, Mattia, I'm streaming on both Adriana, Adriana's and Luca's channel. Channel. And maybe even on Hilo Gamblers. So Diego is happy. But why is the bird turned the wrong way around? Should be from POV of the god Roman Ryabukin. Actually, I have no idea who's Roman Ryabukin. I can say is a very strong FM. I suppose you are Portuguese, Regulus Noir. We are not, unfortunately. My Portuguese friends. I I am missing them. Maybe we can see them from Lucas' board. Let me see. From the video, from the live. Mm, it's not really the highest quality. Yeah, what a vibe. 2 years playing there. And now I am here just commentating. But that's life. No, Roman Ryabukin. Do you know him? Like, actually, let me find his feeder profile. I'm curious. Roman Rya Ryabukin. Oh, yeah, I think it's like a prodigy. It's a youngster prodigy. Feed. Ryabukin doesn't find. Why doesn't find? I can't find his profile. His feeder profile. That's weird. Roman Ryabukin. Very solid player. This is his chess.com account. We don't care about that. We care about his real profile. Let's see. Wow. Like in the last 2 years, he gained something like 400, no, 600 points. What the hell? He went berserker in the last 2 years. Freaking hell. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be mm, very hard to chew. We will see what Adriana is gonna do. Queen d3 by Roman is going really, really precise. It's something he has already seen. This position is not new for him at all. It's not new at all. And I think something is happening. No, they're not in school. She's looking around, but what's up? What happened? Okay. Look at one top. Let me check one second. Okay, okay. Right now, after queen d3, the plans, the plan I was telling you earlier, like the one to challenge this center, no? Because you want to control the center. That's basic understanding of chess, no? So, like, actually, you see this kind of challenge, like in the French, no? The French, just imagine on the other side, you play c5. In this case, it's gonna be f5. In fact, Stockfish suggests f5 and c6. Of course, c6 is a little bit better because f5 is too much weakening. No, you have too many holes in the king side position. So c6 is the common way, to challenge the tip of the pawn chain. And then we will have to see what our opponent plays. But I think c6 is very, very natural. But even knight d7, knight c5, these are very known idea. I mean, it tickles you to play knight d7, knight c5. But she plays castle. Wow, I did not expect that. Yeah, actually, just I mean, I do not really wanna blame that move. Feels feels maybe she's just playing against his preparation. No? That could be an idea. I don't think that's a question mark move, Just the common stockfish is not that deep in this kind of evaluation. Problem is, it's gonna be fast. White is gonna be fast to attack. Yeah, but I don't really understand the idea of castle, no? Because you want to bring your pieces, you want to challenge the center, given that white king is still in the center. Maybe, I mean, it's an idea. That's an idea. Because you'd like to open up the center when your king has already castled. That's one point. But like if you play f5 now, maybe the knight can jump on g5. The knight can challenge your bishop. And then this is your good bishop, given your pawn structure. Your pawn's structure. No? They are on dark square, and your good bishop is the one of the opposite color. Castle is such a weird move. I don't know. I don't. The question mark is a little bit too. It's a little bit too much. But yeah, it is weird. It is weird for sure. The opponent, Lucas' opponent played f4. Is trying some sort of Dutch Dutch attack reverse. I don't think it's a really precise move. But Luca went for wow e5. What the hell, Luca? Why is that? Why? Why? No, Luca, Luca, come on, Luca. No. I mean, he spent how much? 3 minutes for the four? Problem is that there's always bishop takes c6, no? Because this knight is not really defending neither d4, neither e5. You don't really want to open up the center with this monster bishop staring at the center of the board. Ah, d4 is now I like the question mark. Yeah, question mark here is really really a good thing to do. D4, d4 I don't like. Mm. Okay, actually on Adriana chessboard we can see that his opponent is thinking. Yeah, that's a good sign, no? Because knight f3. What the hell? Okay, okay. One second. No, on Adriana chessboard, no, his opponent is thinking, and that's good because of course castle is not a really precise way to play, but now he has the duty to understand why it's not a good move because we are enough deep in the preparation. No? We are at move 12. No, move 12. He has probably seen this position already, or I mean, the ideas in this position. Castle is maybe a little bit premature, but we will see. Lori, Lori, se sei ancora qua, io non so che fare senza la musica. Me la devi mettere te. Queste sono stream troppo serie. By the way, knight f3. What the hell? This knight f3. Okay, he has to release the tension. Like he has to take on f4. Not on e3. Otherwise, it opens the queen. It's gonna be like a probable blunder or something like this. D takes, and then yeah, there's pressure all over the place. A5 is, I mean, this is awesome position for white, but he has to take on e4. He has to take. He's attacking e3. He probably, I mean, he will have to take towards the center, and then he will just develop castle and play a normal game. Let's notice that this is possible because this is not a lost piece, the knight on c6, and not because the knight is defending, but because this knight can hit d5. Okay, I mean it's gonna become complicated anyway, no? Maybe bishop takes, rook g8, bishop h6, rook take. No. I like black in this position. Yeah, it has all the pieces developed. Not really every piece, but it's controlling the center. No. Here black is really, really better. But right now is the moment for Luca to think and to understand that he cannot keep this tension because he has no right to keep this tension. It's white who is controlling those squares, not 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 black. Maybe bishop g4 could be an idea, no? Trying to pin something, but I mean, white will just challenge this bishop, no? It will bring nothing. It cannot maintain this center. h3, f3, bishop takes, king takes. But but maybe here he can. No, maybe he should snap earlier. No. take, and then h3. And now you have no control over these squares. You can, if you develop, yeah, you have forks all over the place, no? I mean, you even have queen takes c6. It would be a mess. He has to release the tension. He has to take on a 4. He cannot withstand this position otherwise. D4, but I mean, D4 is, it deserves the question mark. Let's see what it does. Roman is still thinking. That's a good sign. Let's hope he will lose some more time. Wow. Question mark on the castle is not really. It's not something I would say. Question mark on before. Yeah, that's for sure a movie he didn't have to do to play. Rihanna feels comfortable from through the live stream. She's looking. I mean, she's always do that. She always do that. Yeah. I know the cool thing. I don't know if they did fix the the air conditioning, but like where Luca's playing, it's like the main hall of the Maya the Maya tournament, and like they have air conditioning like minus 10 degrees, something on that line. And where Adriana's playing, I think it's one of those lateral rooms where the last year we didn't have air conditioning and we were dying. I hope this year is better. But I can tell you for sure that Luca is freezing and Adriana is not. Actually, I have no idea why Adriana is not playing on the main in the main hall. Probably because she she didn't play the first two rounds. Oh, he takes on a 4. Good job, Luca. He takes on F4. That's my man. That's my man. And now, actually, I, I didn't know that. I didn't see all of this, but I can see stockfish lines. And yeah, bishop takes is a mistake. The only move, actually, the only move was he takes. This was the only move. To me, it felt natural in order to play d5, but it seems it's the only way to keep the advantage for white. I have no idea why. Let's check it. Like, why black is better here? If I play 97, what's going on? 97, let's say castle and castle. Black's better. Okay, now I'm threatening to take, no? But this bishop has no business to do here. Because you don't really want to play knight c3, no? Because then I will play with a bishop pair. I will be happier. I mean, you have to know how to play with a bishop pair. This is something like I always say, no? Because when you are growing with your chess knowledge, chess skills, like everyone tells you, you have the bishop pair, you are better, and and that means nothing because you have to know what to do with the bishop pair. You cannot you cannot say I have the bishop pair and I'm better if you have no idea how to play with the bishop pair. And actually, that's something I personally learned very further in my chess career. But we will see if Luca knows better than me. Before I did three, he took with the bishop. Now it just has. I mean, I can understand why now it could be difficult, because maybe his opponent think that this could be a threat, but this is actually not a threat. This is good for us because this position is like wholesome for us as black. Maybe you could keep the pin, that's something, but maybe rook g6 and then your bishop has to go away. Maybe the only problem is maybe you have to take this bishop away from this really good diagonal a1 h8 and keep the pin. That could be the only way to give black problems. If you go away, like I just grab all of these pawns, and then I'm playing for the win in this position all day long. Yeah. So he cannot grab the g7 pawn because then I activate all of my pieces and your bishops will feel out of play. And now actually this f4 pawn, this black pawn is really annoying in white's position. And maybe we'll have to spend some time to recapture and it will be Ampri, as they say in French. I have no idea if that's real or not. But now Luke is thinking that's good. Just thinks, Luca. Thinks about what you'd like to do in your opening phase. Just develop your pieces, and you will be right. All right. Adriana still waiting. Wow, his opponent. Yeah, she catch him off guard. That's cool. We like that. We like that. If it would be me, I'd play something like 92 because it's not really a position I'm comfortable with. Because your light square bishop feels out of play, no? Actually, I try to exchange my light square bishop, something of something like knight h2 and then bishop d1. Seems cool. No, because your light square bishop is not doing that much of a job. The center is closed. Your pawns are on light squares. Your bishop is not that much of a beast. Seems and I want to check with the engine. Let me see. What about knight h2? Let's say knight g7. I mean, the Stockfish wants to take with the knight, but I think that knight. No, maybe he wants to take with the knight, because you have no way to defend that pawn. Now, I don't understand why every time I do this. Okay. I cannot move right there. Let's see. Like if I take this bishop, h takes. Ah, you even have h5. Wow, no, 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 no. Ooh, this position is problems. This is screaming problems for Adriana. No, she cannot allow this. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that's why maybe f5 here is our source because knight takes, we have f takes. But in this position now, you cannot challenge e4. You can only play a5. But I don't know, it feels because rook f3 is coming. What would you play? Like knight d2? I cannot do that. I can do knight d7. Let's see. What do you want to do with this knight? Ah, maybe on e3. Knight f1, knight c5, queen e2, and then we will go knight e3. Let's say she spend a move like a5 in order to avoid it before, no? Knight e3, but knight e3, can I go rook f3? I think, yeah, but what am I really doing? Oh, maybe there are some sacrifices, no? Knight h4, g takes, bishop takes. We are pressuring f2. Let's say something like bishop d2. If I take, bishop takes, rook h2. I mean, the Suffish don't mind the sacrifice. Actually, knight h4 Stockfish is wild. He's saying castle. And now this is unbelievable because actually taking this pawn on h4, let's say you go back. Now you have a liability on h5, and this rook is coming in. You're fucked. You're simply fucked. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know why it's wait, because I'm getting annoyed by this chessboard moving. Okay, I will have to live with this chessboard moving. But let me adjust one moment. Here we go. He played knight h2. Wow. Wow. He played the knight h2. But chess.com still didn't updated it. No, he didn't play knight h2. That was my analysis. Okay. My bad. My bad. 23. Knight h2 feels. I mean, we already saw all the line, actually all the lines, but knight h2 feels reasonable, no? Because you are first of all you are attacking the bishop. That's that's one thing, and you're happy if you have a 2300 and you can snap the bishops. You should do that, and that's one thing. And the other thing is black can't really open up the center, no? f5 is not a move. c6 could be a move, but you would just open up the battery with from C2, D3, knight H2, what a move, knight H2. Crazy, crazy. I don't think they are anymore in preparation. Let's put the castle on the board. Knight F6 by Luca. I like that. I like that. I am feels okay. Why do I prefer 97? Because it guards the C6 knight and it voids the the ruin of the pawn structure. But that's something we don't really care. I mean, if he wants to ruin the pawn structures and give us the bishop pair, be my guest. Even though still the problem exists. Does Luca know how to play with the bishop pair? Because you can hear from many chess players, like around my level, below 2000, no? From 1500 until 2000, you can hear many players say, yeah, 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 I have the bishop pair, I'm better. And then they actually do not know how to play with the bishop pair. That's something to take in consideration. Knight h2 on the board. Freaking hell. He did that. Wow. Wow. Actually, let's see if Stockfish likes this move. Eh, not really. Not really. Not really. But again, Knight h2 is reasonable. It attacks the bishop. It avoids any exchange. That bishop is really valuable for Adriana's position, even though the threat is concrete. No, the threat we already saw that threat is to take, take, and push h5, and then all of a sudden your castle king is under a lot of fire, under lot of fire. Lucas' opponent is thinking, but I like the Lucas move. Knight at 6 is pretty good. We will have to play with the double pawn now. Let's say his opponent goes for this, and then castle. And maybe you can snap even this pawn. That's something, but let's say you castle. Now this bishop feels out of play, no? Because you'd like to play knight c3, but then maybe you can really play c5, because then he takes, and then you leave a lot of squares, We leave 94, the possibility for 94. It challenges your queen, your bishop, you lose the bishop pair. Okay, okay, guys, it's gonna be like a tough fight. But you can be sneaky, You can play something like this. Rook e1. And but rook e1, then you cannot snap the pawn. I mean, let's be like the schoolboy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even pawn. What if I snap? What's the point? take with the bishop, then this bishop is not doing what it wants to do, staying on this diagonal. And if you take with the pawn, then you have a weak pawn for the rest of the game. I I will say that even though in this position the bishop is misplaced, I cannot really say that white is not on the drive. I mean, yeah, white is not in the driving seat, and this bishop will be monsters throughout the game. Like just imagine one day bishop is on b7, the pawn is away, the pawn is gone, the c6 pawn is gone, and then the knight will jump. We will threat things. Queen h4. I mean, bishop takes a3. Queen h4. There could be a lot of pressure. It depends on how his opponent play, of course. This is, but this is just a line. Maybe we could do something like what is called, like guess the hero, something like that, you know? What move is most probably is the most probable for Lucas' opponent to be played? Like if I had to vote, I'd say what would I say? I'd say Castle. I'd say Castle. Castle is could be something because I don't think he's gonna snap the knight. I hope. I mean, I hope for Luca he will do, but I hope for his opponent he won't, and then they will play. They will just play chess. And the light square, dark square, the bishop of white's dark square bishop is gonna feel a little bit misplaced all over the game, but we will see. By the way, Adriana played f5. Seems logical. I wonder if she knew, because she spent a lot of time where, actually nowhere. She didn't spend a lot of time of any move. I would say for certainty, like until move 10, they they were under preparation. She just spent 4 minutes, 4 minutes for bishop g4. Actually, I cannot say. I will say for sure his opponent is not under preparation anymore because he just spent 25 minutes to play knight h2. Best top computer move. Um, it's gonna be tough. No, f5 is f5 is important, no, because she cannot allow h takes g after the knight capture, the bishop capture. Knight takes, f takes, and then she will develop. She will develop. Actually, but I'm just seeing knight takes, f takes, bishop e3. Bishop e3 seems like devastating, no? Because you cannot challenge this bishop. There's nothing to do. And actually, 97, 92, you cannot really play knight c5. Maybe I can. I would like to snap this knight because this is the only active piece of black. Could be an idea. I'm not saying it's the idea, but queen e2. What would like black to play? Like let's say queen d7. No, queen d7 as before. D7 before. Bishop f6. This is not easy. Is white threatening f3 in this position? Yeah, sorry. F3. F3 seems. Let's see, like queen e8. Does not fish set. Before f5, f3. What about f3? Yeah, f3 is a possibility. What's the problem? Actually, if mm, let's say we end in this position, okay? F takes. The problem here that this bishop is dead. This knight has this bishop is dead. This knight has no future, and this knight can only go on c5. This is actually this is the most dead piece I've ever seen. This is gonna be tough. White has an enormous positional advantage, humongous positional advantage. Yeah. The more I look at this position, the more I understand why Stockfish gives such an advantage to white. Knight h2, bishop c8. Actually, Adriana went for bishop c8. That's brave by her. Let's say, like, wait a minute. Hmm. Lucas' opponent still didn't move. Okay. So let's say in this position you just keep developing. Okay. Bishop e3. What about 5 is a move, 97 is another move, no? 92, 95. Maybe I want to swap. I cannot really. I don't know where to put my pieces, no? That's. Wait a moment. What about bishop g3? Was this move? I like to play bishop g2. Maybe. eh, Knight h2. Bishop c8. No. What am I saying? Wait. Ah, no. She didn't play bishop c8. Yeah, we've already seen that. Where did I find bishop c8? It was something I played in analysis? Yeah, I think so. Okay, of course she just played f5. She cannot play bishop c8. It's gonna be a long afternoon here. I'm thinking like maybe what? It takes f5. Let's see. It takes f5. And now is a really freaking problem. So now black has, wow, what a blunder. He takes f5. Now she can exchange all the pieces now. Now she, wow. He takes f5. What a freaking blunder. Unbelievable. Why? Because the problem is now, I mean, the problem for white is now bishop takes, queen takes, and now it has no. Sorry. There's knight. I'm free. Let's say queen e8, and now what? So we keep developing. Okay, 97, 92. We can go on c5. We can go on f6. But actually, in the future, maybe we can play e4. We can play e4. We can play bishop f6. Now this bishop is not a dead piece. And after we play e4, we can play knight e5, knight g4, knight f3, knight e3, knight c4, the octopus knight. I I I, I wouldn't mind sacrifice this pawn for activity, but not not right now. Not right now for sure. No, it is open. The position is open. Because in this position, the point is the position is closed and Adriana's pieces have not have no squares. Have no squares. White is the one who's playing here. But now, oh, she's free. What a blunder. He takes f5. Unbelievable. Never play he takes f5. No, actually, Ben Feingold would say different. But this is crazy. This is crazy. Wow. Okay. He is definitely out of his preparation. I think on Lucas' board, they moved something. I can see. What's that? Like a bishop on g4? Yeah, I think it's a bishop. I think the stream is a little bit. I mean, the moves on chess.com are a little bit delayed. Let's wait. Amoksha. Hi, Amoksha. 176. Hi. Sígueme en mis redes sociales. I think that's Adriana. Adriana, social media manager. I have no idea how Twitch works, but Amoksha. We need to like now Adriana. We can see Adriana knows she's doing fine here right now. Yeah, she will just take. Yeah, now she's comfortable. I mean, she knows she has to take. At the same time, she's. I mean, she's looking for bishop takes, queen takes, and then a queen e8 because you have to see queen e8. You have to be sure that that knight is not gonna be like capturable. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, Lucas ring. What happened? Oh, okay. Here we are. This is gonna be a long, long year for both of them. Yeah, yeah. You can see like from her body language, Adriana knows knows that she's doing fine right now. She knows that she knows this is the moment. I mean, I don't think that it will be that bad of a decision to play 97. It's it's doable. And actually, I'd say I do not understand what would be the problem, no? Because then we're ready to play Queen F8 and put pressure on F2. What does Stockfish say? C4. This is a move like okay, no, this is sensible, no? Because Stockfish wants to play knight c3, knight e4, always kings in the inside. Because this, so maybe this is why she's doing so good right now. Because this knight cannot go to e4. I mean, it, it can, but it would block his bishop for. Actually, wait. What's the problem here? Queen f8, okay, we've already seen that. 94. Queen f7, okay. C4, c6. Wow. Bishop g5. Wow, what a move. Bishop g5. She takes, knight c5. Wow. Okay, it's gonna be complicated then. That's not that easy. What about 97? What does Stockfish say here? Knight a3. Okay, okay, okay. What about knight c5? Bishop e3. e4. Now it comes e4. Bishop takes, pawn takes, c4. No, knight c4. This is a wild position. The knight is going to e3, I think. But feels so weird, you know? If I take knight e3, here we go. And then you lose e4. Mm. What a wild position. Really tactical. Like knight take, bishop takes c5 is concrete. Point being, if I snap the bishop now, knight takes, and then this knight, what the purpose of this knight? Because the knight on h2 is doing nothing. Knight on c2, where does he want to go? On c4? Hmm. Let's say bishop f6, bishop e3, e4, seems reasonable. e4, knight e5. Mm. This is not an easy position at all, at all. That's why Adriana's thinking, but that's good. That's good because she knows it's the time to think, to understand what's happening, and at the same time, I'm of the idea that we are not Magnus Carlsen. We cannot understand every little detail about the position, but it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. Now it's the moment to think for Adrian. And uh, oh, Lucas game went on. Okay. Wait. What the hell has happened? Okay, I was betting about castle, but 95 is what the hell is going on? Because now maybe there's queen d5, and I'm attacking g2. I'm attacking b5. I'm attacking e5. Wow. Actually, if I go here, here, there's queen g2. I don't give a freak about this bishop and this bishop. Wow. What is this move? 95. What did he calculated? Oh, maybe it thought that after queen e5, he could have bailed out with this move, you know? In castle. Actually, I saw for a brief moment, yeah, b takes. Ah, b takes, it comes with tempo, no? Because this bishop is can be captured. Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Queen c1. Good job for Bravo Luca. Bravo Luca. Develop with tempo. We like this. Queen c1 is out of play, this queen. This queen is out of play. Now he has to find queen d5. It's not that difficult of a move, no? You have queen d5. You attack g2, you attack d5, you attack e4, e5, you attack g2. Seems it's gonna be over in. It's gonna be over really, really soon. Wow, 95. 95 is such. You see, that move 95 is one of those moves that keeps players. Here we go, queen d5. Good job, Luca. Is one of those moves that keeps players from getting better. No, 'cause you just want to castle. You want to protect your king, to be safe, to just play your game. You don't want to put any more pieces into the attack if you are not if you are not sure what will be the outcome. No, just let's say no. Instead of 95, you just castle. Let's say we lose a tempo. No, queen b8. I don't think it's gonna work anyway, but 95, actually, Stockfish says it's doable. Actually, it's the top computer. No? Yeah, 95 is the top computer move. Wow. Because after this, and this, there's this. And there's this. You see, just one move, just castle. Castle and 95 works. Wow. This is the power of following the chess principles. You cannot play 95. You cannot. Your king is in the center. You have nothing here. Too many weaknesses. No, 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 no. 95 is no. No bueno. No bueno. Quindi 5. Good job, Luca. We need to let's see if uh Adriana's board. Yeah, bishop takes. It happened. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Queen e8. Good job, Adri. Doing great. I mean, what a blunder by Roman. He takes f5. That's that's unbelievable. Maybe it thought he He could have gone to e4 with his knight or knights, but well, probably turned around for the sake of consistency, with the ball being turned around and then played by channel owner Adriano Palau, who is playing as black. That's right, Wendy. That's right. I think he was some kind of friend of Roman. Poor Roman. He played e takes f5. No bueno. No bueno. Okay, okay. I'm pretty happy for the result of both Luca and Adriano. Yeah, Roman. You can say Roman is realized. I mean, he has already realized that he blundered, but now it's gonna be tough for him. He built a really good advantage. He found pretty good moves. Knight h2 is a reasonable move. It's not that easy, but fine, you know. When you attack, you have to see that the complications are gonna be favorable for you. But maybe I think f5 was a move he hasn't seen. No, that could be something, no? Because well, it is knight h2. Maybe he has calculated something on the line of bishop c8, and then just develop and be happier. Knight d7. You remove your queen. You can go for knight c4. You can go for everything here. Yeah, you lose the h5 pawn even. I think he wanted to play this position. Maybe even castle. At f3. Can you return here? No, because no. Your knight defeat the purpose of the previous move. I think he didn't expect f5. Because then he thought 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 for 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes he takes f5. Yeah, I think he has not seen this position. He has never seen this position. Yeah. Now Adriana's pieces are free. Ah, what's this? Let me see. There's an error. What's going on?